lips. The door to the house cracked open. A figure appeared and emerged through the screen door and walked onto the porch. Peter James was in the living room when he heard the noise coming from outside his windows. Thinking it was just some of the neighborhood's kids, he chose to ignore it at first. He stared at the computer screen in front of him, where he was making a new gaming video for his 700,000 followers who tuned in every week to see him play. He was in the middle of a huge battle when the noise disturbed him again. "Give me a second," he said to his viewers. "I have to go and see what's going on. I'll be right back. Probably just some neighborhood kids messing around." He let the video run and paused the game, then rushed to the front door and opened it. A white and extremely bright light met him outside the screen door, and he had to use his hand to cover his eyes. He did so while taking a step onto the porch. Suddenly, he was met with loud voices yelling from multiple angles. Desperate and frantic yelling. "Don't move! Put your hands in the air!" Peter froze. The yelling continued. "Hands where we can see them." Peter felt confused. The light was still blinding him, and it was like a surreal dream. What was happening? "Raise your hands." "Excuse me?" Peter turned his head very slowly to the left and realized that there were about half a dozen police cars, lights flashing, and more officers pointing firearms in his direction, including a shotgun and a semi-automatic rifle. "Raise your hands, now!" Peter did as he was told. His arms shot straight up, his heart pounding. "Face the house. Back down your front steps and walk backward toward us." Peter blinked, trying to get the information right and not make a wrong move. As he did his turn, the light blinded him so much he instinctively lowered one hand toward his waist. That would prove to be fatal. The shot came from behind the white light and blasted through his chest with such force, his body was slung backward, his back through the screened door. The bullet ripped through his heart and killed him instantly. He didn't even hear his mother's terrified screams coming from inside the house. 1 year later. Books A Million, New Jersey. Chapter 1. "He refuses to do it." "Let me talk to him." Liam overheard them talking and smiled secretively as his agent, Ben, came toward him. He could see Ben was grinding his teeth as he walked. Liam pretended to be listening to the dolled-up woman in her high stilettos and pretended to not feel sick from her overpowering perfume or her thick layer of makeup. He considered commenting on it, putting a little insult into some sarcasm or a joke, and seeing how she reacted. Just for fun. "Here comes the smile. Come on, Ben. Put on the smile." And there it was. Ben clenched his fists one more time, then looked up, and as his eyes met Liam's, he smiled. A smile so phony that Hollywood should be calling soon. Liam chuckled and shook his head. Sensing that she was being ignored, the dolled-up woman slipped away quietly. "You do know that a genuine smile doesn't show the bottom teeth, right?" Liam said and sipped his champagne. The bookstore had provided it for him as he had demanded they did, like he demanded every bookstore did if they wanted him to come to their insignificant place and attract a crowd. "You're a son of a gun, you know that, right?" Ben said, speaking with a low voice. "I do," Liam answered as he lifted his glass at a woman who made eyes at him while passing by. "It's part of my charm, remember? It's why they love me so much." "Don't sleep with anyone here," Ben said. "And please, for Christ's sakes, just do what they expect you to. The publishing house wants you to do this tour, and it's the last god-darn book signing. We've been all over the country."